the first one came out of Science Daily. It's actually, the source of this is the American Academy of Pediatrics. And the summary, this is from the abstract. New research suggests that the use of airplanes to spray anti-mosquito pesticides may increase the risk of autism spectrum disorder and developmental delays among children. Now, keep in mind, most pesticides, chemicals designed to kill insects, kill those insects by attacking their nervous system. Most pesticides are neurotoxins. There are a few others that use different mechanisms, but principally, particularly the pyrethrins. And so here's this article. Researchers who will present the abstract, aerial pesticide exposure increases the risk of developmental delay and autism spectrum disorder. Identified a swampy region in central New York where health officials use airplanes to spray pyrethroid pesticides every summer. The pesticides target mosquitoes that carry the Eastern equine encephalitis virus, which can cause swelling of the brain and spinal cord. They found that children living in zip codes in which the aerial pesticide spraying has taken place each summer since 2003 were approximately 25% more likely. That's mind-boggling. We're not talking about a 1 or 2%, something within the statistical margin of error. 25% more likely to have an autism diagnosis or documented developmental delay compared to those in zip codes with other methods of pesticide distribution, such as manually spreading granules or using hoses or controlled droplet applicators. Now, this is far worse than the damage that's done by lead. Lead in the water in Flint is a horrible thing. And it's probably shaving somewhere between 2 and 10 IQ points off the kids who are growing up drinking it. But it's not causing autism. Autism, I mean, shaving a few IQ points is a bad thing. It's definitely a bad thing. But autism is a whole lot more serious. And why there isn't, I mean, there's a national hysteria. Sounds like a pejorative, like a negative word, and I don't mean it that way. I lack a better word. A national conversation, shall we say, about lead in our water in Flint, and how there's lead in the water in cities all over the United States, and how Lansing, Michigan, actually, the mayor of Lansing, a good progressive, has figured out a new technique for pulling copper lines through the inside of the lead lines so that they can, they don't have to dig up your whole front yard to get rid of the lead, the water pipes and things, because pretty much any water pipes that were laid before 1930 are probably lead water pipes. And so anyhow, there's this whole national conversation going on around that, which is a good thing. But why isn't there, here we have children living in the zip codes where they spread aerial pesticides, 25% more likely to have an autism diagnosis. Why aren't we looking at the kids of the farm workers who live in, who are constantly surrounded by these kinds of poisons? And look for these numbers. I mean, this is just pretty amazing stuff, and frankly, very concerning stuff. This seems to me like a huge, big deal.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here, and please be sure to hit the handy dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.